time. Kind of last time I talked to you guys, tried to make it happen sooner and just wasn't ready. Didn't have the arm strength, couldn't get it there. And shut it back down. And then over this past bye week, we were able to have a throwing program progression that we went through and feel really good. Obviously not quite 100%, but I feel confident and have made all the throws that I'm going to need to make over the course of the game.
Ryan, when was it that you guys tried to go again and you had to shut it down? Was that before the bye week? Was that?
Yeah, that was I don't even know, 3 weeks ago.
Okay. You had said before that it hurt every time you threw, and you were kind of resigned to that being the reality the rest of the season. Is that still the case?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be the rest of the season. Obviously I'm not completely pain-free now, but it's at a tolerable rate and something that I can deal with, and it doesn't affect any throws that I make.
Were you worried that you're going to have to adjust the motion that you had to do based on the injury, your throwing motion?
Yeah, that's one thing we didn't want to do. If you had to adjust and you're running into other problems, whether it be elbow issues or different shoulder issues. So that was something that we're kind of working through is making sure I was able to have a consistent motion that fits the way I throw the ball in order to not run into other issues. Because, yeah, you could probably figure out a way to get especially shorter throws there without getting your arm all the way up or all the way back, whatever it may be. But as far as pushing the ball down the field, you're not going to be able to make those throws, and you're going to cause yourself other problems as you move forward.
What would be the latest thing that a doctor or doctors told you about how healed it is?
Yeah, it's something that's purely off feel at this point. We got the MRI way back and we saw everyone, 4 or 5 doctors were all on the same page of what it was. And they've just been kind of working through it, and it's purely off feel at this point. So everyone's confident that no further injury is going to be caused by playing through it at this point where it's at in the healing process, and confident moving forward.
Ryan, 2 years ago when the knee happened, you guys were on a roll. Team went to the playoffs without you. Now you come back, tied with the 6th seed. You have a chance to go on a roll to make the playoffs. What's your mindset with that?
Yeah, I'm excited. We have a lot of football in front of us. Obviously, one game at a time, but I firmly believe that if we take care of business, then we control our own destiny. So it's going to be a matter of going out each and every week and performing and winning football games.
Ryan, do you personally plan on playing as if you've never been away? I mean, is that a realistic expectation for you in this game?
Yeah, I think so. I think you have to step in and play your game. I feel confident. I don't feel like any aspect of my game is taken away, as far as running the football, getting outside the pocket. I've been doing that throughout my rehab the past week, making throws outside the pocket. And the doctors are confident that it's not something that taking a hit running the football or anything like that is going to affect the injury that I had. So, yeah, I feel completely confident that we can do all the things that we've done in this offense.
You mentioned, I think, when you talked to us first for a while, that the type of way that you got hit before could be the only way that it could worsen. How do you kind of prevent from that being a possibility?
I mean, it's always a possibility, right? I mean, that's kind of the nature of the game. There's always a possibility of taking the freak hit or getting your arm grabbed or whatever it may be, but you can't really think about that or plan for it. You play fast, get the ball out on time, trust your tackles, and move up in the pocket. But past that, you just got to play football.
How different is this? How different is this offense now, personnel-wise, than the one for the Cincinnati game?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. Obviously, losing a couple guys, Jakeem going down, Albert going down, Devontae's dinged up. Offensive line has changed. Yeah, so it's definitely some different personnel, but I think bringing in Bryce will help us outside. He's had some good catches today at practice. He's shown speed, long range. Coach Gage showed the quarterback some highlights of his time in Dallas. So we got to kind of get a feel of what he brings to the table, and then obviously what we saw out of practice today is a guy with a lot of range and speed, good hands, made a couple good catches away from his body. So we're excited about what he brings to the table. But, you have Kenny's still out there. We're going to have to get our tight ends involved and our running backs as well. So we still have a lot of good skill players that we can get the ball to, just maybe different guys than it was in Cincinnati.
Ryan, to kind of piggyback off of that, I believe it's been 9 quarters since the offense has scored a touchdown. How do you get that turned around, and what needs to happen for it to turn around?
Yeah, I think we just got to execute, do our job. I think it goes all the way around. Everyone steps on the field. If we just go out and do our job and execute, we'll end up in the end zone. And it has to be finishing through the end zone. I think the past few games we moved the ball well, and then got to the red zone and kind of stalled out. So that's going to be huge for us is to be able to finish through the end zone and get 7 points on those drives and not come away with 3.
Ron, it might be wrong, but I feel it's like you're a little tired of talking about your health. Is that fair?
I mean, I understand it is. That's unfortunately the position we're in. But yeah, I'm ready to put this behind me and move forward and start winning football games.
Every shoulder injury is different, and I have no idea of the details of Andrew Luck's shoulder, but it just occurred to me that he has bounced back from a shoulder injury to play really well. What have you noticed about that, and is it sort of encouraging that this great quarterback also bounced back from his shoulder problem?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't followed too closely. I know that they're playing good football right now. I know he was dealing with stuff throughout the off season and kind of delayed camp, maybe something like that. But he seems to be playing really well right now. I don't know exactly what he had going on, but I have a ton of respect for Andrew, and he's playing really well right now.
So different players use different motivations for why they play and why they want to accomplish. What are you playing for these final 6 games?
I'm playing for the guys around me. I see how much work these guys put in. I believe in these guys. I believe we have a lot of football in front of us, and we can go win a lot of football games. So I'm going to give everything I have to these guys and hopefully come out with wins.
Ryan, it's been a shootout. It could come down to a shootout against the Colts, considering how many points they put up. And with the pain that comes with throwing the ball, how do you mentally prepare yourself for that if you do have to throw quite a bit?
Yeah, I'm not concerned with the amount of throws. I've had big throwing sessions, over 100 throws throughout the last weeks, and a bunch today. I don't know how many I had today. So I'm not concerned with. It's at a tolerable level, so it's not something where it's killer. It doesn't feel like I'm getting stabbed or anything like that. It's a tolerable pain that it's not an issue. But yeah, I think I have a ton of respect for this defense. They're playing good football right now. Play very good fundamentally. They tackle well. They're in their spots. And we're going to have to sustain drives. They don't give up a lot of big plays. They do a good job of taking things away down the field. And we just have to sustain drives and make the plays that are there.
Ryan, as far as the shoulder, do you have to do anything extra to loosen it up or anything extra after practice to treat it?
Yeah, of course. It's a working process. So it's a process to get things going and get loose and go. And once I'm loose, then I feel really good. And it's a maintenance process of continuing to rehab and build the muscles around. So yeah, it'll be something that I think will sustain most of the rest of the year is a process of getting ready to go and then rehabbing as well.
Ryan, how confident do you feel? How do you feel knowing that you've made so much progress in X amount of weeks, and how do you feel knowing that you could make more or to be manageable to play the rest of the season?
I don't really understand the question.
How confident are you that you're where you at right now from where you were, and how can you keep that the last couple weeks of the season?
Yeah, of course. I think even if it stays where it's at for the rest of the year, I'm totally confident in where it's at. Hopefully it gets better, but if it doesn't, then I'm totally okay with that, and we can get fully healthy in the off season. I can make all the throws and do what I need to do, so that won't be an issue. But as far as how far I've come, it's been a big step from first injuring, then trying to throw a few weeks later and just really couldn't throw. That was the stabbing pain, and it just didn't have any juice on the ball. So yeah, from there to here has been huge steps, and now I'm okay if it's incremental steps or minimal steps.
Ryan, the offense has been up and down most of the season. With 6 games left, maybe needing 4 of those to make the playoffs. Is there any extra pressure? How do you fix some of these issues that have been plaguing the offense quicker, sooner rather than later?
Yeah, we have to go out and execute. I think, like I said, at times I think consistency is our issue. At times we move the ball well. At times we've scored touchdowns. It's just been hit or miss on what it's going to be, whether it's turn the ball over, explosives, not playing well on third down. We have to be able to put it together for a full game. Sustain drives, convert third downs, and then get the ball in the end zone and the red zone. So, we've shown at times, like I said, all aspects of that. We just have to be able to play consistent and put it together. And I think we can do it. I believe we can do it. We just have to go make it happen.
Adam said he thought that you were juiced up on Monday. Can you describe your emotions this week and then when he told you that, hey, you're going to be our guy on Sunday?
Yeah, of course I'm excited. You know, it's been a hard 5 weeks of sitting out and you know, kind of sitting back and itching, you know, biting at the bit just to try to doing everything I can to get back out there. So to finally be healthy enough to get out there and go and be with my guys, I'm really excited and looking forward to the opportunity.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Didn't have to challenge me to a fight this week. I was smiling the whole time we talked.
Progress.
Inside.